How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. I guess what we're going to discuss today is some of the theories that are being thrown out there about Vice President Kamala Harris and whether or not she is eligible to become President of the United States, constitutionally eligible. Well, yeah. She is. I mean, there are some people out there saying, well, her father was from Jamaica, her mother was from India, therefore she is not a natural-born citizen, or she is an anchor baby, as they call them, which I think is kind of a derogatory term that is intended to dehumanize the children of people who are in this country, whether legally or not. I think that's unnecessary. Those children have no control over where they're born. And I'm sorry, but if your parents have to be natural-born citizens in order for you to be a natural-born citizen, then do we have any natural-born citizens? I mean, think about this, right? Sometime around 1847-ish, on my dad's side, my family came over here. They came over here from Ireland. So, therefore, because that first person in my lineage was not a natural-born citizen, that would mean that the next person in line would not be a natural-born citizen, which would in turn make the next person not a natural-born citizen. Let's roll that all the way down to me, or even my kids, not natural-born citizens, because of this logic that your parents have to be natural-born citizens, and therefore if you go back far enough, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. What does the Constitution have to say about the Vice President's eligibility? Considering that she was in fact born in Oakland, California, were her parents citizens at the time of her birth? I don't know. I've seen sources that say yes, I've seen sources that say no. I've seen more sources that say no, actually, so I'm inclined to believe that they were not, but that's not really relevant now, is it? She was born here. That makes her a citizen, natural-born citizen. I mean, her being of Indian and Jamaican descent is inconsequential. Personally, I think this is just a racist trope that they tried using against Barack Obama. Well, he was born in Kenya, even though he has a birth certificate from Hawaii, which was a state in the United States at the time that he was born, and his mother was a U.S. citizen, whether his father was or not, right? So either way, he's a citizen. Natural-born citizen. Kamala Harris, natural-born citizen. What are the requirements according to the Constitution? You have to be a natural-born citizen. You have to be at least 35 years old. 14 years a resident. That is from Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5 of the United States Constitution. So Vice President Harris meets those qualifications. And really, those are the only qualifications. I mean, other than getting enough people in, well, the way it works now, getting enough people in like 5 or 6 states to vote for you. That's the way it works now. But, yeah, getting enough votes. That's what qualifies someone to be president. And if you want to argue that she is not a natural-born citizen because her parents were not natural-born citizens or even citizens at all at the time of her birth, let's take a look at the 14th Amendment, Section 1, which says all persons born or naturalized within the United States are citizens of the United States and the state wherein, I don't have the exact verbiage in front of me, but they are citizens of the United States and the state in which they were born. So, is Kamala Harris eligible? Yes. And if she's not, guess who else isn't? Donald Trump. His mother was not a natural-born citizen, making him not a natural-born citizen according to that kind of circular logic there. Actually, his grandfather also, in the Trump campaign back in 2016, tried to use this same logic against Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. Now, Ted Cruz is a little bit more of an argument there. It's a little bit more valid because he was, in fact, born in Canada, but his mother was a United States citizen. So at no point was he ever not a United States citizen. He did not have to be naturalized. Because he did not have to be naturalized, he's a natural-born United States citizen. Marco Rubio, whether or not his parents were citizens at the time that he was born, after they came over here from Cuba, they were in this country. He was born in this country. So, he's a natural-born citizen. He meets the eligibility requirements. You know what this looks like to me? It looks like, well, you don't look like you're from here, or you look like you could be from some other country. I mean, there's just something not right about you. Racism, perhaps? Yeah, probably. What do I know, though? I mean, whether or not you plan to vote for Kamala Harris for president, I mean, that's up to you. That's your decision. Whether I like it or not, it doesn't matter. You can vote for her, or you can not vote for her for whatever reason you choose. I would argue that she is more qualified than her opponent. Not constitutionally qualified per se, because they both meet the constitutional requirements, but qualified in terms of actual experience. Having been Attorney General of the state of California, having been a prosecutor, having been a United States Senator, having been Vice President of the United States, that is more qualified than being just some run-of-the-mill con man who just happened to get enough electoral votes to win the presidency against a highly unpopular, although also highly qualified candidate in 2016. Stop with the racism. Stop trying to say that she's not qualified to be president because she doesn't meet the constitutional requirements. There are not three legs to the stool, as people like to say, where in order for you to be a natural-born citizen, mom has to be a natural-born citizen, dad has to be a natural-born citizen. It doesn't work that way. Or even mom has to be a citizen, dad has to be a citizen, natural-born or not. No, it doesn't work that way. The fact is that she is indeed constitutionally eligible, constitutionally qualified, qualified constitutionally or not, but she is constitutionally eligible, she is highly qualified. You can agree or disagree with her, vote for her or not, based on your thoughts about her. However, the facts remain that she is eligible, she is qualified. You don't have to vote for her if you don't like her, and that's fine, but stop with the whole racist tropes of, well, she's not eligible because, her ethnicity is this, that, or the other. Also, while we're at it, can we stop making the argument that she's not black because she's also Indian? You could also argue that she's not Indian because she's black. Have you ever stopped to consider that she's, both? Sometimes people are mixed race, like she is, and that's fine. But, being mixed race and parents not being citizens at the time of her birth, it doesn't matter. She was born here. She's qualified. And if you like her, vote for her. If you don't vote for her. That's your decision. Personally, I plan on voting for her, assuming that she gets the nomination. But that's just me. I'll see you next time.